Yo, so today is a different video than I normally do. I know I did one of these probably like 2 weeks ago, but this is going to go over the basics of Photoshop to help you guys if you guys are gamers or whatever else you came here for. But this is my understanding of Photoshop. This is what I use it for. This is a beautiful tool. I don't know everything about it, but I do know enough to post thumbnails and stuff like that, make pretty goofy thumbnails, and that's not primarily what I use it for, because Photoshop is very good with Premiere, Adobe Premiere. If you guys don't know what that is, that's their video software program. So you can actually transport Photoshop files, change them, save them, and then they'll save over to Premiere, which is super cool. But I'm gonna go over Premiere probably later in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but we're gonna be doing this consistent series. We're gonna be doing this consistent series every Thursday. So it's a new thing. Fridays we stream video games. Thursday we're gonna be streaming little tutorial videos. So, boo, yeah. There's a lot to Photoshop, so if you open it up, you have it, and you've already cried, good job, because that's the first step. It's funny, when my wife and I were learning Photoshop, she opened it up and she edits photos and stuff, like very good, very, very good editor. So yeah, she opened up Photoshop for the very first time, and this was 4 years ago, and she just bawled, just cried the whole time. So if you open it up, it seems overwhelming. Good, it should. And booyah. But I'm trying to basically consolidate for you guys and make it easier. So booyah. I'm gonna go ahead and, so right now I have a Photoshop PNG. I'll go basically a PNG document versus a JPEG document. PNG has a transparent background, and JPEGs, they don't have a transparent background. I'll show you guys what that means. So also, if you guys had ever wondered what gear I have, like camera, green screen, all that other stuff, that's all in the description there. So you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. You guys can see prices, even to the streaming service that I have, Elgato. With Elgato, to connect to the video camera, we use Camlink. So it's a simple mini HDMI to a USB. If you guys don't know what that means, don't worry. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh, Ashton, you've been waiting for 2 hours for this video. Fantastic. Try to get on tonight on PUBG. I will try as hard as I can, dude. I've been so tired and busy with, yesterday we were doing stuff for the church and setting up, and we did little games for kids and candy and such. So, alright, so I'm just gonna take a random photo. So we'll take this beautiful one, a pumpkin. And with Photoshop, you can seamlessly, say you have a picture downloaded already, you can just go ahead and drag and drop it. That's how I do it. Some people do it a different way, but that's the easiest, I think. So, I was talking about transparent images. Now, what we're gonna do is we're going to drag this over, just click and drag, go up here, and then we can drag it onto this pumpkin here. Now, that's what I mean by transparent background. Let's take another JPEG file and show you. This is a picture of a doll for a thumbnail. If you aren't following on Instagram, you guys probably won't know this doll, but I use this and then I Photoshop my face into it. So same thing, we're gonna click and drag and see if to this picture and show you guys that it's not a transparent background. So this actually shows up as a square or rectangle. I'm gonna size it down and show you that it's got those edges of a rectangle. So that's the difference between a JPEG. Sorry, the JPEG is the Photoshop thing on the left, and then to the right you have the sorry, to the left is a PNG, to the right is a JPEG. So fantastic, the difference between those photos. Now I'm gonna go ahead and delete this photo, And we'll keep this one. Okay, so specifically for YouTube, yeah, what's up, CJ? So specifically for YouTube, let's go to my YouTube channel, and I'll show you guys a little bit of, and you guys already know what thumbnails are, but let me go to my channel. And thumbnails again are these. I have this little dumb squirrel one right now, but all of these thumbnails have specific sizes, and that is 1920 by 1080. Now I keep everything filed pretty well, so I have already a thumbnail to go. I just go ahead and drag and drop it, and then let's say that we wanted to turn this into a thumbnail. Okay, fantastic. So we'll start it. Actually, we'll go from the beginning. So you guys go up to File here, click New, and then we'll just do custom size, and then the width is 1920, and we'll tab down here by the height 1080. Now, background contents, you guys can choose whether you want to make a PNG file, so a file that's transparent in the background, so you would have to save it as a PNG. I'll show you guys that later. But for right now, because we're doing a thumbnail, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter that we have a transparent background. So here is white, and here's our thumbnail. They're the beginning, starting of our thumbnail. But it's the correct size. So when you go over to YouTube and you're gonna save it, then it will say, oh, well, it'll either say this file size is too big, so we'll show you guys how to save it correctly, or the dimensions are too big. So there's file size heavy or just the dimensions itself. So yeah, we wanna make sure that we lock down those things. Now, we'll go back to our picture. I'm gonna delete this doll picture because it's not as cool as my creepy one. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna right click. Now, if you guys are on Apples, right now I'm on a Windows computer and it's kind of different. It's actually completely different. So you have an Apple computer, I'm probably not gonna be able to help you that much, but if you have a Windows computer or Windows laptop, then I can help you a lot. So whatever the equivalent to right click is on Apple computers, go ahead and do that. Then it will show duplicate layer. So we're just duplicating this background. Then what we're gonna do is hit Control and then hit layer 1 up here so you can see it's highlighted in blue. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to click and drag this over to our empty Photoshop document. Now, from here, you can see those two layers, those two layers have been transferred over seamlessly. So we can go ahead and shift it to where we want it. And we want that little Photoshop thing to be centered in the middle. Now, let's say that you only want to move the Photoshop logo, right? That's our layer 1. Let's say if you didn't know, they have these pretty little eyes here. Let's click an eye, and it takes it away. It still keeps it on that document, but you can't see it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we are gonna grab this, and let's say that we wanna make this a little bit smaller. Maybe more seamless with the pumpkin. So we hit Control T at the same time. So I press Control first, and then T, and then that opens up us to be able to change and modify. So I can rotate it if I want to. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller. But let's put this back to 0 degrees, 0.2, close enough. And then when you're done with it, you can go ahead and double click. So it's there, right there. Fantastic. Wow, we got a Photoshop pumpkin. Beautiful. But let's say we don't want to stop there. Let's say that we want to, I'll go on here, and we want to just crop it so there's only a pumpkin and maybe a little bit of fingers. So I hit this little crop tool on the top left here, and then I moved these edges down. You guys already know what cropping is, I'm sure. Instagram lets you crop, so you can go all the way around on these sides, and we'll keep the pumpkin as is. Fantastic. Now I'm gonna undo everything I just did because we want to keep the dimensions, but I just want to show you guys how to crop. So there we go, we're back where we were, and to quickly do that, you guys can hit Control-Z. That will undo whatever you just did in a move. Now if you want to undo more things, you can hit Control-Alt-Z, and then you can back up. I don't know how many times you can back up or undo what you've done. Now let's say you don't want to hit Control-Z because that's too easy for you. You can always go up here to Edit, and then we can redo our crop, or we can undo our crop. So easy, fantastic. So we've got that.